In today's video, I want to show you 6 simple to set up back to school activities that your littles are going to love. Simple setup, low prep, hands-on learning activities that will really start to engage your kids from the moment they walk in the door and you start teaching them those wonderful routines and activities for preschool. So stay tuned. I have 6 wonderful activities. Okay, so here is a morning work activity, and this is activity number 1, and it is for Lego matching. And the reason why I created this is because children at this age really need to have lots of opportunities to practice visual discrimination. So if you're wanting them to learn how to build things based off of like maps or directions, then they really need to understand and see the difference between the sizes and the numbers of the Legos. So this is a great activity for them just to pull out and match. There's 2 different mats that you can use, and that's based on, okay, the blue one here, nope, that one doesn't fit there because it's not blue. So they're matching colors, but then over here, it doesn't matter what color they're matching. They're just matching and differentiating between the size. And as they sort through their blocks, they're just simply looking and discriminating about which one goes in which spot. And this gives them plenty of opportunity. It builds their fine motor skills. It provides them with that visual discrimination again, because see, they're able to see here the dots. If there's 1, 2, 3, 4 dots, if it has 1, 2 dots going across, if it has 3, let's see if we can find a 3. Here's one that has the 3, 1, 2, 3. And that way, when you go to advance them into a more challenging activity, say like they're going to be building letters with Legos, and you're using those letter cards that show how you build a Lego letter, then they're able to do it because they're able to differentiate between the different types of Legos when they go to build. So that is activity number 1. And this one's going to be activity number 2, very similar to the first one, but this time we're going to be using pattern blocks. And if you've ever gotten out your pattern block picture cards, kids sometimes have a hard time being able to differentiate between the shapes. If it has the colors on it, it's very simple for them to kind of match the colors, but it also is important for them just to learn the different orientation of the shapes. So this is the first step in building their visual discrimination for shapes, so that when you go to do your pattern block activities, they are able to really visualize and see the difference between the shapes. So on this one here, they're just stacking them up so that they can sort their pattern blocks as they work on this activity. Very simple, easy to set up, and great for the kids' visual discrimination of shapes. How many sides does it have? Does it have, straight sides, corners, all that good stuff that we're wanting them to learn in regards to shapes. Okay, so this is another morning work activity that you can do with your kiddos. They're, again, simple to set up. You're just making some copies of these fun little face shapes that they can start to cut lines. So you're providing the children with their own set of scissors, and you're just encouraging them to cut the lines. Each child is going to be different, so as you're providing these different activities, you're able to scaffold children's learning based on what their skills are. So some of them might need these angles, some of them might just need curved lines, some of them might just need straight lines. So it provides them with many different opportunities in order to practice their scissors skills, and they think it's fun because it's like giving a haircut to one of their little paper friends. And then if you want to really be able to have them do it, they could be folding these in so then it really looks like a little hairy friend monster kind of guy that they can have for their fine motor skills and their scissor skills that we're introducing at the beginning of the year. Okay, here is another sorting activity. So if you've noticed, all of these activities are really simple to set up. You probably already have all of the materials. You don't have to purchase anything. These are activities that you can do over and over again to build children's confidence and their visual discrimination skills, cutting skills, fine motor skills, whatever you choose. So here is another sorting activity to kind of give it a different twist. You have your chip bowl containers or your chip trays that you can get at the Dollar Tree. I always like to go with white just because the colors and stuff pop on it. Depending on the development of your group, I have very mixed age groups, so I have to provide kind of a scaffold approach to my things. So you can either use the colored dot dice that has all of the main colors that we use that have our counters on it. Or you can use there again the dotted dice, and these ones here have the same colors on it, but just the dots are in different colors. So the object that you're going to have them do is you're going to provide them with different bowls of counters. It could be the color little mini erasers that most people have. It could be your color counting bears. If you want to throw in a little bit of literacy, it could be the color letters mini erasers as well. So depending on what you want to provide for the children, you can use any counters, any sorters. You have these dice. What you're going to encourage them to do is to roll it in the middle. It's green. They're going to go to their container. They're going to find a green one, and then they're going to match it to their tray, the container that it has. If you want to scaffold the learning, then you can have them roll a number dice here. It landed on blue, and then you're encouraging them to find 5 blue. Let's get out the bears so that it's easier for us to see. So then you're encouraging them to get out 5 bears. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they're rolling and they're continuing on 3 orange. So then they're going to find 3 orange, 1, 2, 3. So there again, they can use the dotted dice with colors. You can find these on Amazon, or they could use just the regular color dice. So it depends on where each of your children are at. If they're only recognizing colors and you're wanting them to visually discriminate the colors that you're doing, then just start with this. If you have kids that already have all of their colors down and you're wanting them just to learn subitizing, then throw in the color dice and you can do it. You can change this out. See, the great thing about this is they're again simple morning work activities that are quick for you to set up. Everybody has different color. It doesn't matter what counters you use. You can change it up. Every time you throw this out, it's going to be something different because you're using whatever theme counters you want to use. So there again, simple to set up, boom, activity done and ready to go. Here's another fun activity that isn't there again, another morning works. Throw it out for the kids. You can put it on a tray. You can set it on the table. What child isn't intrigued with all the adult tools that they see in the classroom? They see you pick up a hole punch, and what do they want to do? They want to try and use it. So this is an activity where they're just building their fine motor skills, their pincher grasp, all those things that we need our little ones to start to develop. And it's just, they're just simply picking up strips of paper. You can put it with dots on it. They don't even have to have dots. And the kids are just simply punching holes in the slip of paper. It doesn't have to have holes on it. It could just be strips of paper and they're just cutting. So they could just, it could just be just a simple piece of paper. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just providing them with these experiences to help them build their fine motor skills. There again, the kids are going to gravitate to it. It's a teacher tool. They've seen mommy and daddy use them. So they love using real tools in the classroom. And this is just a real quick one for you to set up, get out for the kids to practice. So there again, all of these activities are simple to set up and ready for you to go in a snap of a moment. So here's another activity using the chip tray and your color dots. You have your magnetic wand and you have magnetic letters. Simple, simple, simple. A way for kids to start playing and recognizing letters. They're going to be able to use their magnet wand, come in, grab some letters with their magnet wand. What color are they? They're blue. They might notice and go, oh, hey, there's the letter H. My mommy's name starts with H. So they're starting to recognize letters, recognize colors, and it's just a fun way for them to play and look and visually see the difference between the letters that they're using and playing with. So it's just a nice introductory 2 letters for the beginning of the year for them to look and see, oh, wow, this one has a circle with a tail on it. Some of them have straight lines. So it's just a nice way for them to interact with letters and kind of just explore through a fun hands-on play activity. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how you could use just the simple things that we already have in the classroom to set up some really highly engaging activities that really start building those base skills so that we can scaffold on children's learning throughout the year. So when we're starting out with simple, it really builds that nice foundation for the learning that will happen throughout the year. So I hope you try some of these simple 6 morning activities or anytime activities you want to put them out in your classroom. Until next time, guys, bye.